If you're on a weight loss journey and you continue to struggle losing weight, where portion sizing doesn't work, where counting macros is too tedious, then the next logical step is, my ears are stuffed up and I cannot hear. So hopefully the audio comes out okay. Today is 5 days in a row where I walk for 25 minutes and talk about finance and fitness, edit and upload on the same day. Today I'm going to talk about fitness and why OMAD, 1 meal a day, should be in your weight loss toolbox. There are other benefits to OMAD, but today I'm only focusing on OMAD can help you with your weight loss journey. And as far as other benefit, I will talk about it in a different episode. Our body is a complex piece of machinery. It can overcome many deficiencies that we put it through. It also has the ability to use multiple sources of energy. It can use glucose as a source of energy. It can also use ketone as a form of energy. But for most Americans, our body never get a chance to tap into the ketone as a source of energy. It mainly tap into glucose, readily available source of energy. Glucose is a body way of processing sugar into energy. Ketone is a way our body process fat into energy. We eat 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And if we subscribe to the food pyramid, which I believe it should be reversed, where it recommends a lot of bread, a lot of pasta, which is high in carbohydrate, our body hardly ever tap into fat as source of energy. What makes the matter worse is we overconsume the amount of calories our body needs, and the excess energy our body turns into fat for later retrieval for energy. But guess what? Because we always refill our carbs, because we always refill our tank, even before the tank get halfway empty, our body continue to have excess of carbs. Our body continues to turn carbs into fat. And over time, we are struggling as a nation with diabetics and obesity. As a disclaimer, when I talk about OMAD, 1 meal a day, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a physical therapist, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm only speaking from my experience when I went on the 60 days challenge where I lost 23 pounds in 60 days. If you're on a weight loss journey and you continue to struggle losing weight, where portion sizing doesn't work, where counting macros is too tedious, then the next logical step is give OMAD a try. 1 meal a day a try. But before going straight to OMAD, try practice 2MAD, which is 2 meals a day. That's another form of intermittent fasting. That could be 18-6, where you have 18 hours of non-feeding and 6 hours of feeding window, or 16-8, or 24. OMAD is a great weight loss tool because by virtue of not eating for 23 hours, your body will naturally tap into fat, create ketone for a source of energy. And because you only eat 1 time a day, it's hard to overeat and overfeed yourself with calories that your body don't need. It's also worth noting, just because you're on OMAD, it doesn't mean that you eat anything you want. Focus on whole food with protein and fat and fruits and vegetables. If you eat whole food, non-processed food, it's hard to overeat. OMAD forces your body to convert carb as its main source of energy, glucose as its main source of energy, to using ketone, fat as a source of energy. OMAD is not for everyone, but it is for someone. If you already tried portion control, if you already tried counting calories, if you tried counting macros, and it still doesn't work, then OMAD can be an effective tool. When I was on OMAD for the 60-day challenge, I can still lift weight, I can still do push-up, and you can watch the video up here with the 60-day transformation that OMAD won't kill your muscle growth. With OMAD, you can still have energy to perform your daily function. As a matter of fact, you even have much more stable energy throughout the day without that sugar crash. My analogy for OMAD is like filling up your gas tank. The typical American diet, we refill the gas tank as soon as you fill it up. But with OMAD, you wait until the gas tank is close to empty, and then you fill it back up. Doing so allows your body to tap into fat as a source of energy. Healthcare costs in America is crazy expensive. So it is extremely important that you take care of yourself. It's extremely important that you want to stay as healthy as possible so that you are not relying on the medication, you're not relying on the extra care later on in life. In a nation where we focus more on suppression instead of prevention in terms of health, it's important that you take the step, you take the time to identify the true root cause to the symptom and prevent the symptom from even happening so that you are not relying on our cost prohibitive healthcare system that can drain your wealth dramatically, that can drain your wealth very quickly. This is why I decide, instead of making my channel really niche about finance, I make it about wealth and health, because the two are intertwined. The two goes together.